Hi, welcome to Indecisive Gardener. I am Stacy Joe. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. You know, yesterday I got this wild hair up my butt and started filming just before work, so I couldn't finish, but I'll add this clip in later into the video. I need to get this yard cleaned up this spring. I totally neglected it last year, and I have so much yard debris from, past winters, the storms, just, sticks and clippings and leaves and everything need to be cleaned up. And I need to find where the bulbs are. They are covered, so it is time. And I can't wait until another sunny day. Right now we're having a false spring, so but I had a doctor's appointment today, so I'll show you what I want to do. I think one of the first places I'm going to tackle throughout the yard, actually, I have a lot of these piles. I'm going to clean this up and then this flower bed here, there are some perennials that are hidden. I am going to clean it up and find them. There's some old stalks from some sunflowers a couple years ago. I didn't even touch this last year. So here is the azalea. And I have some Japanese lanterns that are trying to come over on this side from the other side of the fence. Here is another area. I have a lot of this ivy coming back. A couple years ago, I totally ripped it a new one and pulled it all out. It is coming back. This whole area has bluebells in it. They will pop up soon, but I want to take away all the fluff, get the mulch out, and put some fresh mulch in. Now, this flower here has never really worked out right in this spot because it gets too much sun in the summer. It's hard to keep it watered, so I may pull it out. And we have a lot of like dahlias and stuff in this area that should pop up soon. This is, I don't know if you can see it, but it is a peony that I planted last year and then promptly forgot it. So we'll see if this comes back. Like I said, last year a lot of things got neglected because I was so focused on the garden and the new puppies. This is where I like to put some annual flowers and stuff. So I'll clean up the weeds here and get some flowers in there. It's right by where we park. So yeah, I like to have it right next to the driveway as we walk up into the house. Have some pretty flowers. Never mind the dogs, they know I'm here and they're freaking out, but under here I get a lot of leaves and there's no sunlight, so anything I've planted in the past will not grow here. So there is a fern right there. It comes back with life because we have a drip system on it, but other than that, we're just going to clean this area up. Now I want to get a before picture of this. You can see the moss and you can see the dead buds. Looks like we have some buds coming on actually, and it's a very beautiful yellow flower, and when you walk into the door you get this whiff of fragrance. I see a problem. You see the fence down there? It looks a little wonky. Yep. Okay. That needs to be addressed. So let's go to the backyard and let you see everything that's going on back there. Another thing I want to show in this video is the before shots. Everything that hasn't come to life again. All the dormant plants and such. I'm going to show them now so not just you guys, but for me personally, I can look back and say, hey, pretty cool. It comes back every year. Love that. Believe it or not, these bushes turn a vibrant chartreuse with very pinky fuchsia flowers. Here's a peony that is dormant. So that one, believe it or not, these two bushes will cover that up. So I need to be more mindful and trim these back. And yes, our paneling is blotchy because of the guy who painted it before we moved in was kind of save costs or something. He was doing something that was something you shouldn't do. Anyway, there's another one. And then we got like our irises and some, this is a columbine. And I believe this is daylilies. So yeah, a lot of cleanup. Let's go and check the rest of the yard. Oh, Christmas tree. Maybe we'll have a Christmas tree burning party? Maybe? Over here I have some climbing roses that I have to trellis along the dog run fence. Right over here I have a hydrangea, and I think it's called Daphne. I don't know. It's a bush. And what I want to do is put a bench right there and get rid of some of that grass and put a border, and it'll be really cute. You notice there's a lot of mud and tree branches and tree branches. And that poor thing got mutilated by a puppy. That's why there's a fence around it. Anyway, it all needs to be cleaned up. Sweetie, get out of the prayer garden. Sweet, hey. Go. Liberty, go. Here in the prayer garden, we have a bench. Another, I think there's a peony there, another azalea, and this is a trumpet vine. It will come back. There's some pods. That's ridiculous. Okay. I love this piece of wood. We found it at a garage sale, and I've been putting hens and chicks and all kinds of succulents in there, and they just climb all over it. Here is a bird bath that I started to make a fairy garden out of. That's a swan. Anyway, very cute when it's in season, when it's spring. There's the fairy. So yeah, all this has to be cleaned up. All of this needs to be cleaned up. It was so pretty last summer, and Mom kept up the watering. She had this little area just looking beautiful, and she selected the flowers, and she has her own place now. She's living in a very beautiful home. I may actually give this to her, and this one. She can continue in her new place. Right here we had some cucumbers, and we had some squash, I think, growing in here, and when we had the puppies, they just totally would not leave it alone. Hopefully we won't have that problem this year, and I'll probably put flowers in there this time. Over here, found a cute little bench from a garage sale. These dogs. Okay, so that I painted. Anyway, in here is bluebells, crocuses. It may look bare now, but it'll be pretty, and I will probably add to it this year. Say hello to Clyde. Hello, Clyde. Our giraffe. That is a metal art that my husband made. So I started picking up garbage. We have what we call an east wind. It causes everything to blow into the yard. Okay, time to clean up the bench. Yeah, this is no bueno. We gotta get rid of this stuff. Oh wow. Maybe I'll just add that to the compost. And our favorite seating area. In the summer, we sit out here and listen to all the noise of the city. But we have some really interesting conversations out here. Anywhere from politics to science to history to anything that comes to our mind. All these leaves in there will be either blown or raked into a pile over there, and I will use them for the garden. Let's come in. They may make a comeback. These definitely look pretty good after two only freezes this winter. But I know this is a fall spring, so we'll have another snowstorm or ice storm soon. But he is forming. Garden is very dead. And it looks like that one didn't make it, but this one did. And the garlic is just happy as a lark. Right here is where I'm going to put probably 3 more of those metal raised beds going this way. And I'm going to put a cattle panel over probably 2 of them. As you can see, there's more debris pile. That's the first thing to go, is all the debris piles. Now here's our bee garden. And this guy, he was so wild last year. He was coming all the way out here. Needs to be trimmed. This poor Rose of Sharon. I was told it's going to get 24 inches, and this whole thing fell over. So I'm going to trim that this year. Oh shoot, that was left out. It's lemongrass essential oil. That reminds me to talk about this. This is a beehive. Anyway, over here are irises. This needs to be cleaned up. This is a good time of year to do it because it's nice and warm. It's not cold out right now, and I can get back there. It's not all wild and grown up. Anyway, this is a beehive. And it's not your typical beehive that you're used to looking at. So I can't get this open to show you. I don't know why it's not lifting up, but I'm gonna spray some lemongrass oil in here, and that will attract the bees, and hopefully they'll form a colony inside and we'll have our honey. I am just learning about all this bee stuff, so don't take anything that I say as gold, because yeah, I am still learning. This will be my first year. I never handled bees. We always had a beekeeper come, and he just had a baby with his wife, who is my daughter. Anyway, so they're not going to be into bees this year, and I need to get off the pot and actually learn how to take care of bees, right? Another Rose of Sharon here. All this needs to be cleaned out. I'm gonna put wood chips in there. Camellia is looking very healthy this time of year. That's good. I see something. And anyway, there's another peony and more roses. There's a rose back there that is a lavender, and I hear my mother-in-law's former husband, it was his favorite, so I might dig that up, put it in a pot, and give it to her. Here's another climbing rose, and those are lucifers. They're easy to clean up. That'll be quick. More azalea. Yeah, you can't tell in any of this, but this is our sun garden. All this was put here because we had to rip out the prayer garden to build an addition to the house for my mother-in-law. So everything in here was not designed, is not in order. We just threw all the plants in here. And I keep saying I'm gonna revamp it and design it, but every year I say maybe later. Okay, I just realized I wasn't recording. I don't know where I left off. So we're gonna head on to, let's talk about chickens. I am gonna use these sticks here for the roost, and over here into here will be the coop. I think it'd be really cool if they could like all sit on this, and it's an old truck tailgate. So yeah, I think it'll be really cool. I hear chickens cannot be exposed to this. If they eat it, it is poisonous to them. Sorry about the mess. So I'm gonna have to clean this up. My idea with the chickens is to make like a compost. They can scratch it up, they can eat all the bugs out of it, they can manure it, and then when it's done fermenting, I will scoop it up and throw it over the fence into the garden. I almost forgot something to show you, and it's one of the first things I'm going to do this spring is clean up this walkway. There was a whole bunch of weeds all through this last year. I'm gonna clean that up, take out the old, some of the old dirt, and replace it with steppables. If you ever go to like Home Depot or places like that, they have these steppable mosses and different flowers, purple, white, whatever, little daisy looking things, and all kinds of different plants that you can step on. And I'm going to put them in all the crevices, and I think it will make it much prettier and more inviting. That will be the lavender amongst all the green and the little flowers. And normally I use this as a workbench, but it is for seating and having picnics. I don't know, I think it will work. It'll be absolutely adorable. You know what? I think I made a video in just one day. That's awesome. So hopefully I can get it edited and put out so you can see it. Oh, feels good to be outside. But it is getting dark. It is dusk. And it's time to make dinner. So I don't want to say this just yet, but remember to plant kindness, to grow love, and God bless. Have a nice day, a very awesome day, and I'll see you next time. Are you tuckered out yet? Can I bring you back in?